But we can't go on the other end believing for stuff just out of the blue as Jesus is some type of Santa Claus. As we got our grocery list in and we go into our favorite grocery store, I'll take one of them. I'll have two of them. How about three of them? And just put it in your basket and go up to the counter and don't pay for it. They're going to lock your crazy self up. Come on here, somebody. But I believe that we ought to have, because I believe for 20 million. So, I'm going to be writing people, I'm going to be buying new cars and giving them people, paying people mortgage off. Why? Why? So we can walk in the liberty and the freedom of God. What could we do if everybody in here had no debt? Let me back it up and say it again. What could we do as a people, a united people, if everybody's debt was eradicated? I'm going to ask this side over here. What could we do if all of our debts was eradicated and each and every one of us was having $1 million in our pocket? My God, I believe that God died for our prosperity. But the greater prosperity is, as long as my wife and I are in harmony doing the things of God. The greater prosperity is watching my children grow up in the fear and admonition of the Lord. See, we don't teach that. We're teaching the pie in the sky after it comes. Thank God for the pie in the sky. I want that. But I want my pie right now, lemon meringue, thank you. Anybody make lemon meringue pie? I love me some lemon meringue pie. Woo! I'm getting happy right there. I know some of y'all sisters can cook up in here. Y'all should just bless your pastor next Sunday with a lemon meringue pie. And if I have 7 of them, I will not be upset. So you got that? Salvation means to be saved, to be delivered from, to be healed, to walk in prosperity. My dilemma is that we aren't walking into it now. That's my dilemma. So I'm asking God, how can we have it now? So I had to look at Abraham and try to figure out why God would call Abraham a friend. All these people that walk the face of the earth, but he calls Abraham his friend. Abraham must have did something to be rewarded to be called a friend of God. Think about that. When he got the call, come on, help us. He got the call from God. He started out his journey from the Ur of Chaldeans to a land of Canaan, or Canaan land, which is a land of prosperity, a land where there was fruit and there was being prosperity. It was a place of blessing. But Abraham, or Abram, didn't know where he was going. So the text says that Abram obeyed God. If we're going to be a true friend of God, we got to learn how to obey God. Amen. See, it's easy to obey God when I know what my destination is. Ooh, this is good preaching. I have to clap my hands myself. But it's hard to obey God when you don't know where you're going. My wife told me, get up, go to the store, she wants milk. I know where the nearest store is. I don't have a problem with that. But if we're on a vacation someplace, and they got me, Lord, they got me camping, I'm really in trouble. A brother from the city camping, that don't match up to it. And it's dark, and I've never been that way before. I just said something in the spirit. Some of us are in a dark place and never been that way before. We can't feel our way out because can't see our way to the destiny because it's dark. And the only thing that we can go on is faith. Somebody else say faith. Faith. So if we're going to be friends of God, we got to walk in faith. Yes. For the things that are seen are only temporal, but the things that are unseen are everlasting. For we walk by faith, not by sight. So we're going to be a friend of God. We got to obey God, and we got to walk by faith. That's what pleased God. Listen. This is about Abram. I want you to hear a little bit more about Abram, and then we're about to go home. About to go home. Y'all didn't get it.